Hey there, Marlon Andres. Make a shout out to you, Marlon Andres. Good morning and good evening here in New York City by Union Square. Anyway, today is Friday. It's August 29. Friday here, August 29 at around 8 p.m. here in New York City's vibrant Union Square. We're here for live soulful melodies by Sean Parsons, Matthew Lee, and the Standbys. So whether you're strolling to the park or grabbing a bite or just pausing to soak in the music, this is your front row ticket to relax. And urban NYC energy is in here. So tune in now and let the soundtrack of Union Square carry you. Make a shout out to you, Byron Morales. Again, hello again everyone. Gil here, live, and happy Friday. Welcome to Union Square, where the evening air is about to get a whole lot richer with live music. Okay, so we've got Sean Parsons, Matthew Lee, and the Standbys bringing soulful sounds night here in the heart of the city. So you're joining just as we step into this iconic crossroads, literally named for the union of major thoroughfares a long time ago. Now buzzing with foot traffic, and also with the fresh energy and the promise of music that makes your feet top whether you want to or not. I gonna focus on the two singers there. That is Sean Parsons and Matthew Lee. Oh, my camera is not stable. Hey there, Nación Alternativa. Where are you? Hola Hill, I'm here. We're here. I'm at the Union Square right now, Nación. I'm at Union Square right now. Okay, I'm ready to walk. Let's walk on the left side or the right side. Which one is more interesting? Anyway, this is the west side or west and the north side of Union Square. The southern side is the main entrance where you can see the monuments and the horseman there. I'm here in your page. You're funny, Nacion. Thank you, Nacion. I'm here by Union Square. Tomorrow, Nation, I'm going to the West Indian concert at Brooklyn. You know, it's a 4-day celebration until September 1st on the Labor Day, wherein they have a long parade. You know, this celebration of West Indian is famous for its violence. You know, last time I was there were gunshots, and one man from Texas was killed by a gun. and 5 others are injured. You know, that's the exciting part there. You are covering the parade, and then suddenly everybody was running away. I was surprised. I said, why is everybody running away? I was surprised, and then because I didn't hear the gunshot, because the gunshot is away from me, because it's quite a long parade, but their costume are excellent. But the people attending the parade and the participants as well as the viewers, my God, you won't believe. I don't want to say any negative, but then it's not as ordered as any parades that you see in Manhattan or in Queens. This one is crazy. They don't listen to the police. They just jump into the barrier and get inside and then go along with the participants. So it ended up you will not be able to see the performers, the participants that going along with the parade, because of the viewers, the audience jumping into their area. Anyway, I'm standing here by Park Avenue. We're in the end of this road is the Grand Central Station and the MetLife building. Let me zoom in so you can see a little of what I'm talking about. So that building there in the middle, that is MetLife building, and that is the Grand Central Station. I cannot zoom in any longer, but anyway, the end of this Park Avenue is Grand Central and MetLife building. .rm, mega shout out to you, .rm. Notice I'm in the middle of the street and they're stopping for me. I'm in the middle of the street. Our house. In the middle of the street. Our house. Let's cross back to our sidewalk. Anyway, so I'm on the east side of Union Square. .rm, mega shout out to you. So this is Union Square. I'm on the east side of Union Square, and this is Park Avenue. You know, this is the end of Park Avenue, right? You want me to walk inside? No, it's a little darker now there inside, so I won't pass through there. Instead, I'm gonna go through here on the outskirts of the park. And so we have a nice grass in here. See this nice grass in here? Beautiful grass, right? That's a beautiful grass in there.
Go back out.
3 years, 326 days, 15 hours, 54 minutes and 31 seconds. But what is this countdown? It's a countdown to something. I've seen this. Oh, the climate clock world. Oh, our future is at stake. This world is ours to make. Let's draw the line for the people and for the land. Oh, that's a countdown for the climate thing. Okay, so I'm heading towards 14th Street. So that is Subway, Union Square. National Alternativa. Hi, Dad. Let's meet him. Yeah, I'm here at Union Square. Hello, there are. Thanks for coming. That's the Mount Sinai Union Square. That is a hospital. This is a hospital, the Mount Sinai Hospital here in Union Square. Look at that. That is where Alex is working and maintaining some things in there. Okay. So let's continue walking towards the front side of the park, by the entrance, where you can see the famous monument in here. The sky is still blue and it's going dark later on. I think this is the monument of Washington, is it? There's no mark in here. How would I know which statue is this? Zoom in. The sky is beautiful. Look at that. And there's a plane flying over there. Where's the mark? What is the name of this? I think this is Washington. George Washington. Yeah, I guess so.
Shots on a nigga hard to drop.
Big shout out to Ryan O'Malley, Mark Dataro. I wonder where is Marian right now, and Beck Dela Cruz. I miss those two people, you know. So, street check. We are about Union Square West and 14th East 14th Street and Union Square. And oh, we missed the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is visible from here. Let us check again the Empire State Building. Oh, there's the Empire State Building there. Look at that. That's the Empire State Building. Okay, we're gonna go through the street of Empire State Building. So we're gonna turn right to 5th Avenue. Okay, we're heading into Midtown into the Midtown Magic. So we're starting just south of I'm sorry. My God. Sorry for that. My goodness.
But we're having dinner at the Fair.
Just one second. I need to check something in here. I think there's some error in here. There's some error in it. Sorry, everyone. Okay, sorry for my silence because I need to repair something in here. Oh, there's an ice cream truck in there. Okay. Okay, let's start walking now. Sorry, everyone. I need to repair something. Well, I'm walking along 14th Street right now, going westward towards 5th Avenue. We're gonna turn right there to go straight 5th Avenue. You haven't seen 5th Avenue from 14th Street, right? So we're gonna do that now. Okay, so I'm walking along 14th Street. There's a subway here. Oh, middle of the day. Store tattoo. Oh, there's a tattoo shop in here. It's a big one. Look at that. A lot of tables. Live by the Sword tattoo. Look at that. Live by the Sword tattoo. Tattoos, piercings, and jewelry. Walk-ins welcome. Tattoo starting at $50. Look at that. Piercing tattoos from 50, piercing from 10. And there's a lot of tables in there. They can accommodate many clients. Ooh la la, look at them. And they could have a lot of artists inside. Wow. So if you want some good tattoo, maybe the tattoo there is good. It looks like, because they have a lot of clients. Please stop by that location. Live by the Sword Tattoo Shop. Anyway, so we had stepped on the broad sidewalk of Union Square. That's the heartbeat of downtown Manhattan. You know, the Union Square was named in 1831 by Samuel Ruggles. Okay. And who shaped its rectangular park and built the fountain and sidewalks. Well, it officially opened in 1839. So look how old is the Union Square. Okay, so imagine this. Where you're standing was once a potter's field, a burial site for the poor and unknown before the city grew up around it. Yes, it was a graveyard before. Yeah. And it's the graveyard for the poor. The burial site for the poor. And for the unknown before they grew up, before the city grew up around it. And soon stylish row houses and mansions sprang up. And the city erected a fountain fed by the Croton Aqueduct in 1842. Now, Frederick Law Olmsted and Colbert, folks. I don't know these people. I just got the information. What avenue is this? Is this Fifth Avenue? Street check, street check. Where are we? Okay, right now we're on Fifth Avenue and 14th Street. We're gonna turn right here in Fifth Avenue, okay? Gonna turn right and go straight to Fifth Avenue, okay, until we reach the Empire State Building. You know what, during the night there's nothing much to see along Fifth Avenue from 14th Street to the 42nd. The highlight of Fifth Avenue is from 42nd going uptown to 59. That's the highlight because that's where most of the luxury brands are located, at the center of luxury retail stores. Look at the Empire State Building there in our middle. That's the Empire State Building. Okay, so we're walking through Fifth Avenue right now. Hey there, Marisa. Let's welcome Marisa Escares to the channel. Yeah, and Marisa Escares saying hi to everyone, saying to Byronet, Nacion, Malon, Mariah, and everyone. Christian Sanchez saying amazing stream. And Dimension, hey Gail, what's up? Hey, thanks very much for coming back, Dimension. And Dimension saying what's up to the chat. Marisa, meet Dimension. Dimension, meet Marisa. What's happening mo yan? And the Empire State Building is on our left. It is located along Fifth Avenue. So we're walking along Fifth Avenue now. This area here is not much of a commercial extravagance, but more of the residential apartments, condos, among others.
They have
okay, you know. So we're heading north. Yeah, we're heading north. So we're walking north on Fifth Avenue, and then during this stretch is like flipping through Manhattan history. A lot of scaffoldings in here. I should have crossed the other way, because I see scaffoldings one after the other. So let's cross the other way, because I see endless of scaffoldings in here. So let's walk here instead on the other side of Fifth Avenue, by the west side, because the right side is full of scaffoldings for the renovations. Okay, better here. Better here. It's scaffolding free, unlike the one there, one after the other. Scaffoldings are not delightful, right? Not delightful to the eyes, yours and mine. Okay. Okay. And then, you know, true, you'll skip Greenwich Village this time. So we're gonna skip Greenwich Village, which is in the west side of where we are right now. What is this? Oh my goodness. A lot of barricades.
Can I still take off that headphone?
That New York music. Oh, no wonder. There's a sidecar, the tourist sidecar there. Away. So the area here of New York is quite not well lit because you won't see a single giant LED billboards in this side of the city. But you see many also many retail shops. Some are high end, some are I don't know. Well, there's Zara in here. I can see that. Okay, street check. We're by West 17th Street. Anyway, true, we're gonna skip Greenwich Village this time, and the avenue is lined with architectural gems. You wonder? Look at those architectural gems around you. You know, from Flatiron Building, Relic, the Flatiron Building Relic, and it what do you call that? I'm trying to say my words. It echoes to the glint of the Empire State poking above the rooftops. Let's cross this one. Wanna try to cross the other side? Okay, let's cross the other side again. To the west, or the east side, I mean. Oh, they have H&M in here, new arrivals, blah, blah, blah. Okay, oh, look at that. Empire State Building is beautiful from here. This weekend is a long weekend because it's the Labor Day weekend here in America. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is no work days. For some there are. Okay. Well, if you lean east at the 23rd, where are we right now? We're still on the 19th, right? Yeah. Here. Hello there.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up, everyone?
Are you live streaming?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's up? My name's Ollis Oyen. Check out my music, Ollis Oyen, OLLISOIEN.
So what's out for the music? Check out for the music.
Thank you. I love you guys.
Thank you.
This is New York City. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you. Good luck, buddy.
Take care.
Thank you. Take care. Okay. So you had that, right? We have a Sephora here as well. Oh, what is that flag? Is that a Japanese flag? And the falconeri. Look at this. There's a falconeri here. Falconeri ekbak. Kasi may baliw sa kaliwa ko. And we have Tommy here as well. May baliw na sumusunod sa akin. Nakon ba yan? Minamalas ka naman. I think there's a Japanese flag in there. Anyway, we're still walking along 5th Avenue. And which street is this? We're now on 20th Street. Here, nothing much of the landmarks here from this block up to the 23rd. When we reach 23rd, the landmark there is the Flatiron building. Okay, so mostly here are retail stores, fashion store, clothing stores. They're here. Oh, denim should fit like this. Oh, Abercrombie denim. Okay, that's Abercrombie. And what about this one? Oh, this Ann Taylor. So we had a lot of retail shops in here, designer clothing and the likes. So our final destination is to Times Square. We're gonna see what's happening in Times Square on a Friday night from 9 p.m. Fable ticks. This is Harry Potter, New York. Look at that. That's Harry Potter, New York. Looks like the Harry Potter in Tokyo, Akasaka. This is the New York side, and these are the Hogwarts. Look at this. That's their fashion. That's their merchandise. Look at that. That isn't an eagle. What is that? The firebird, right? That's a firebird. There's a firebird in there. Okay. Let's continue walking. Oh, we're now near Barcelonosa. We're near 23rd. What is this, 21st? Yeah, I guess this one is 21st. Ichi Mart and Deli. That's a Japanese store in there. Look at that, the Ichi Mart and Deli. That's a Japanese store. Oh, they have Ichi in here. You know, usually they have a sale. They selling their food sale when they're closing. Work in progress. So we are now by Flatiron building. It's being renovated. You know, Flatiron seems like to be on renovation forever. I haven't seen it not being renovated ever since. It's up to you, New York, New York. Let's cross the street. This one is 23rd Street. No biking, right on, just not in our plazas. No biking in here. Oh, look at this. I thought it's a natural grass. No, it's an artificial grass. But it's a nice grass anyway. Oh, somebody's playing somewhere in time there. Da 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 da. I love that music, Somewhere in Time. I'm gonna have a copyright. No, I will not film it. Anyway, we're by 23rd and this is the Flatiron Plaza. That is the famous Flatiron building in the dark. But look at the sky. The sky is beautiful. And there's an old clock in there. The time is 8:40. It says the real time. It's 8:40. It's an old clock, right? Marisa and Christian says, Marisa scares. How's it going? I'm good. How are you? Oh, nice. You're conversing, Marisa. I love that. Christian Sanchez. Let's go Red Wings. This is Italy. Hamontana Gelateria, the gelato that smiles with you. So creamy since 1946. That's Hamontana Gelateria Italia. I can hear Somewhere in Time from here. I think there's a violin. I really love that music, but I cannot highlight it because, you know, the copyright problem. That's the main reason. Anyway, you know, this is the Flatiron as I was talking about, right? And we walk north on 5th Avenue, and you know, there's the 5th Avenue climbs. As we climb 5th Avenue, every block echoes story of a gilded age, splendor, newspaper, tycoons, and modern skyscrapers, titans. Well, If you lean east in here, at 23rd Street, you'll pass this Flatiron building, which was constructed in the early 1900s. So one of the city's most photographic corners. Yes, and the nearby Madison Square Park, where Shake Shack first opened. You know that this is where the first Shake Shack opened? Inside this park, there's a Shake Shack. That's where they first opened, and that's where they became popular. Look at the flowers, beautiful flowers.
They got caught in traps. They would give us free traps. Yeah. And then the roaches. But then we really made that place clean. We lived there for like months. It was really nice.
Okay, look at the beautiful flowers in here. There's red in there. That's Italy there across the street. That one is Italy. So we're gonna continue north. Where are we going? Left or right? Well, I cross the street of Fifth Avenue. We go to the left side of Fifth Avenue. We're in there's Porcelanosa in here. This is part of the Nomad, you know? Nomad and the Nomad.
Not really. It's not extra. There's a lot of.
Nomad, 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 nomad. Okay. Look at that. Let's discuss something about this. What do you call this? Flatiron. I was about to say Times Square. This is Flatiron anyway. Okay. We haven't passed through the other sides, but anyway, that is what I'm telling you about the famous Flatiron. It's one of the most photographed landmarks, or one of the most photographed corners here in New York. I felt it's so nice to sit down in here. Okay. It's so nice to sit down. I've been walking long already. Okay. Anyway, I'm highlighting to you the Flatiron buildings there, and this is the Flatiron Plaza, or sometimes they call it the Nomad Plaza. You know, and sometimes they call this, the whole district is called the Flatiron District. Yeah. And look at that iconic triangle gleaming in the night sky. It's not gleaming because turn off the light. Okay, you know that this is one of the New York's original skyline defining moments. So as I said, it was built in the early 1900s. I don't know who built, and it was initially dubbed the Fuller Building. Yeah, the original name is Fuller Building. But let's be honest, no one or nobody called it that later, just the old name. Why? So that quirky triangular wedge of that's I think that's a Baudard. Okay, that's a Baudard charm just stuck in your mind, and your Insta feed that you see is shaped like a flat iron. Now let's not dwell just on the architecture. This district used to be the birthplace of Silicon Alley. This is it. New York's very own tech incubator, way before the iPhone made us all tethered to our screens. So triangular buildings and digital dreams, that's a flat iron for you. And that lit parasols there is Italy restaurant where they serve food and gelatos. So we had crossed the 23rd Street, right? And we are resting right now here by what street is this? 24. Is this 24? Yes, I think it's 24. So I'm taking my rest for a while here in 24. And stepping into the peaceful embrace of Madison Square Park there. But we're not going to do that, And that park, that patch of green has been publicly sacred ground since the 16th century. And designated the British governor to the British governor. Back then it housed everything from potter's fields to arsenals, not exactly an afternoon retreat. So it wasn't landscape into the park we enjoy today until the mid of 1800s and officially became part of New York City's park system in the late 1800s. So fast forward centuries and today this park is an urban forest, public art gallery, a social magnet and wildlife haven. Well, as lovingly put by the Conservancy. And tens of thousands of people meander through daily sipping coffee, walking dogs, stealing a moment under a shady tree. Well, it's that quiet resilience, how something rough can become so beautiful, And that reminds me, we too grow stronger, more compassionate with time and patience. This is one of the public art bench display here in Flatiron Square. Look at this seat. It's a curvy, psychedelic shaped, and it has a small thing here where you can put your coffee, and when you put your coffee it's gonna slide down because it is slant downward there. It's not a good table design actually, or maybe that is not the purpose of this one. This could be an armrest, not a table. Oh, M. Zambrano, hey there May, hi Gil, saying hi Gil and beautiful souls. So M. Zambrano is greeting everyone, the beautiful souls. Oh, this is the Madison Square West. Okay, anyway, let's continue walking. And look at the sky, look at the sky there, look at the skyline. It is clear and somehow a little clouds in there, but the clouds it's reflecting the lights coming from below the streets of New York. And the mild air lingering in the low to the I think it's a mid 70s temperature right now. And that's your 79 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. And perfect walking weather, right? Not too hot, not too cold. And historically, August evenings in Manhattan hover between the upper 60s and 80s, but with about 38% chance of cloud cover. So tonight, the city is treating us kindly. Okay, we continue walking along Fifth Avenue. I told you this avenue is not as brightly lit as the Midtown, but I want to show it to you anyway, no matter what its condition. Let's cross on the other side so we can highlight the Empire State Building. I remember I talked to, what's the name of that guy that we talk over here? That we talk with over here by the dog running lawn. I think that's Dave, right? He says that he frequent visit a dog running lawns. I don't see any dogs here right now. Okay, let's return back. Let's continue walking along 5th Avenue. And we're gonna approach 42nd Street. Well, as we approach 42nd Street, keep your eyes peeled for, this is not 42nd, this one is 34th, I'm sorry. We're approaching 34th Street. So for 34th or 34th Street, the highlighting must see the architectural stars like the Flatiron, I told you, the Empire State Building, the elegant landmarks that bring the history to life. There's okay, from here we can go through the Koreatown. You want me to turn left to the Koreatown by 32nd? I think that's 32nd. You want me to do that? Anybody here want me to go through Koreatown before we finally reach Times Square? It's a little, the Koreatown is more brightly lit than 5th Avenue during the night. Well, as usual, you can see food carts in every corner of New York City. Interesting. Look at the flags, and the restaurant here, Mexico. Oh, I love that name, Mexico. Mexican barbecue could be, right? But what is more interesting to me is the wall art there, that mural up there. Look at that. Let me what do you call this? Let me focus my camera there on that mural up there. It's so interesting. Look at that. Beautiful, right? I wonder what's the title of this one. First time for me to see this. Look. Let's focus more so you can see the face of the lady there by the mural. What a beautiful mural in there. Beautiful. I love this. So beautiful. I hope everyone caught that. Okay. Hola Israel. Israel there. Yeah, hola Israel. Saludos, bienvenido. Israel Morales is in the house. And Marisa says yes. So let's have a kalbi soup. Israel Morales is waving to everyone. Kalbi soup. That's beautiful. And unfortunately, the Empire State Building from here is now being covered by this newly constructing, is still on construction, newly constructing thin tower. The thin tower there, trying to surpass the height of the Empire State Building. But anyway, That mural is beautiful. So the Empire State Building is only seen half full from this side because of that being constructed, the tower in there. I think that's one of the additions here of condominiums. You know, continuing north as Fifth Avenue climbs, every block echoes stories of Gilded Age splendor, newspaper tycoons, the modern skyscrapers, modern titans. So Fifth Avenue has been chronicled in the illustrated guide of Hennessy. What's the first name Hennessy? William Hennessy, yeah. Museum of, oh, the Museum of Sex is here. Anybody had seen the Museum of Sex before? The original in orgasm technology. Oh, interesting, right? Super fun land. That's the Museum of Sex. Interesting. New York has a Museum of Sex. And look at that. What are they selling here? High on love, pure passion. Maybe that's a perfume. Maybe that's perfumery in there. What is this? A booth? Oh, that's a saddle. Do you call that a saddle? Or a SM something like pseudomasochism pole wherein they're gonna handcuff you there, and different items that's related to sex. Okay, this is it, the Museum of Sex. They're selling a lot of items actually. You see that? The original in orgasm technology. This is the original in orgasm technology. Museum of Sex. Okay, let's continue walking. Journey into the erotic carnival, super fun land. I wonder what is inside there. Museum of Sex, love that. Long Island Girl. That's a Long Island Girl. Super realism of Carol Luterman. Higher love, blah blah blah. Interesting, right? So watch out for this. It's along Fifth Avenue. So age restricted, 18 and above. That's the Museum of Sex Island. Super fun land. Journey into the erotic carnival. Blah blah blah. Interesting. Okay, let's continue walking. I wonder what building is that there. It looks interesting. So we're heading now to 28. Oh, we have a bar here. I think located. One of the buildings here has rooftop bars. I'm not sure which one. Maybe by the 28th or 20. Yeah, maybe 28th or 27th Street. It's really on. You made your stand. You got me crying.
Was a friend.
I wonder what is this building there with the light with the green lining.
Loneliness is through.
It's a beautiful architecture. It's a church, right?
I'm gonna find
And that is the Empire State Building. And it's flickering.
you keep your
And it's
sweater.
keeping its original light color.
Please take
I can hear carriage. Oh, that's not a carriage. May Zambrano says, Gil, this is a family channel. Sorry, May. No, I did not get inside. I just shown outside the museum. It's still family because it is a museum. Museums are for families, right? Only the title is different. Wow, what wonderful church is this? What church is this one? Look at that. Beautiful, right? Let's cross. And these beautiful ladies are taking shots with the Empire State Building. Opera rug. That's the Bukhara rug in there. Okay, would you like me to get inside a Japanese supermarket here? There's a Japanese supermarket here. I would like to buy some mochi. I miss mochi so much. They have the kaiten. Oh, they have kaiten sushi here. You know what's the meaning of kaiten sushi? Kaiten sushi means rolling or revolving. Which one is proper? I think it's revolving sushi. So the sushis are on the what do you call this? What do you call that? I'm forgetting my word. You know, the one that you put something on top of it and it's gonna be moved by machine. I'm forgetting my word for that. Anyway, that's a revolving sushi, and it will deliver the items on top of it. Oh, the only eat all you can kaiten sushi is here. Wow, delicious. So they have a kaiten sushi here. All you can eat? Really? See, they're flowing through a, I forget, conveyor. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, conveyor. It's a conveyor belt sushi. It's in here. Oh, look at that, beautiful. I love this. I love their what do you call this? Lamps. I would like to take video of these lamps here. Okay, look at the lamps, right? Let me take a video of the lamps. Watch your step. Cool, yes. All you can eat sushi. Taking some short clips in here, okay? Let me hold my camera like this. Again. All you can eat, the only convertible sushi in Manhattan. Okay. Camera setting. I want to take picture of this and send it to you. Weekday dinner, holiday, 32-week lunch. Weekday lunch, 11 to 3. Last order, 3 p.m. Okay. Let us see this. Kaiten sushi. That's the Kaiten sushi is here in Nomad. Okay, I'm gonna tell this to Tom Chang. So if you're interested, come here for the Kaiten Sushi along 5th Avenue. It's along 5th Avenue. And right across us is, what is that? Oh, it's a Chinese restaurant there. Walobi. There's a Chinese restaurant there. Okay, anyway, this is in Bukhara. This is beside the church that I'm telling you. The beautiful church. Bukhara Rag, and this building here. 276, the Holland. Oh, the name of the building is the Holland. The Holland building. That's the address. Okay. And Marisa Esquers. Ocha. Ah. So, Marisa Esquers, ocha nomitai na mo? じゃあこちらにおいで。これは日本の回転寿司なんだけども、これはノマドにいるある場所ですよ。お店。わさびです。わさびが美味しいだ。Tony, where are you? This looks like a great venue. Yes. So here, that's the 276 Holland Building, 5th Avenue. 5th Avenue and 30th Street. It's an interesting venue. That all you can eat sushi for weekdays. So I think it's $38, $35 per week. For weekdays lunch. Let me check. Let me check again. Okay. So if you want to experience kaiten sushi here in Nomad, kaiten means conveying sushi, or sushi being delivered to your table via a conveyor. So for weekday lunch, all you can eat. Weekday lunch $32.99 or $33 until 3 p.m. And for weekday dinner, 3 p.m. to 8:30, that's $50, and weekend holiday, that's $50. Okay, go try this. It's interesting. This by the corner of 30th Street. Let me focus that. 30th Street and 5th Avenue. Interesting. Wow, that is amazing value. Right, it's amazing value, especially for downtown New York, here in Nomad. Look at that 5th Avenue and 30th for that kind of price. He says, I paid $40 for a Hawaiian pizza from Little Caesars. Oh my, don't do that. Come here. So you know where the venue is. Come over here. I'm gonna come here next time. Only if I'm not live streaming, I'm gonna eat right now. This makes me hungry, you know. So the only all you can eat conveyor sushi here in Manhattan, because there's one I tried in Queens. You know the Kura sushi in Queens. You know Kura sushi. I love Kura sushi in Japan, but I tasted Kura sushi here in New York. So much different. I did not like it. I don't want to eat there anymore. But in Japan, I gonna fall in line 30 minutes to 1 hour before they get me seated. I don't mind as long as I have a Kura sushi and Hama sushi. Also the same thing principles. Conveyor sushi is Hama sushi in Tokyo, but I don't think we have here in New York. Anyway, piece of advice: do not go to Kura sushi here in Flushing. It's not good. It's like an imitation Kura sushi, and the rice is so dry. They don't use the real Japanese rice. They use an ordinary rice. I think that's the rice they use is so hard, not sticky. I think that's from Carolina. I did not like it. Anyway, let's continue walking along 5th Avenue. Let's continue walking along 5th Avenue. It says there, yeah, the food is way more affordable in New York. Correct. But I love the food in Tokyo is way more affordable than New York, though. But we're in New York, why not? Anyway, for Japanese food, because you're in Japan, you eat Japanese food, and it's so affordable in there. So let's continue walking along Fifth Avenue, and Fifth Avenue has been there must be a what do you call this? Must see architectural stars like Flatiron, another. Oh, this is another scaffolding. The Empire State Building and elegant landmarks that bring the history to life. There are a lot of what do you call this? Buildings here that they almost look the same because they share the same architectural design. And this is an interesting bar in here. Noflex. Interesting bar. Look at that. Bar. Ooh la la. Bar. And what is this one? Another. Oh, the Turntable Chicken Rock. This is a Turntable Chicken Rock. We're gonna turn left to what do you call this? To Koreatown. If everybody wants to agree with me, or else we go straight Fifth Avenue. This is the Le Méridien in Fifth Avenue. Le Méridien. You know, the best Le Méridien hotel structure I saw is in Dubai. Oh, Le Méridien is so fabulous there in Dubai. It looks like a palace. It looks like the king's palace. Beautiful. Anyway, Blanc Street Coffee in here. Luckily, I would like to go back to Dubai to do streaming, but they're so strict when it comes to cameras. That's why you don't see streamers doing live streaming in Dubai and showcasing the whole place. I haven't seen it. Maybe you have seen one. If you've seen one, just share it with me, the link, so I can see what strategy did they do to get rid of those conservative Arabs there that they want to be seen on cameras, because it's a big deal for them. So sweet. Yeah, we are now here at the beginning of Koreatown. Can you notice the skin, the eyes, the restaurants, and the characters? We are now at Koreatown. Look at that. How to film? Korean restaurant here. Called Oncheon. And they have here what do you call this? A flea market, and selling mostly Christmas decors and New York omiyage, New York souvenir shop. Okay, what street is this? 32nd. Oh, yeah, 32nd. This is the beginning. Along 32nd is the Koreatown. Wait a second. I would like to make my camera stable. Okay. Let me see. I'm still looking for which places that I would like to focus on, Anyway. This is 32nd, right? Okay, we are now at West 32nd. West 32nd Street. Or simply called as the Koreatown. Okay. I would like to... I'm trying to pull out something that I have a research on. I would like to see because I know that I've researched on their history, beginnings, and stories, you know, and I would like to share that to you. Anyway, so this is 32nd and the 5th Avenue. So out there is the East 32nd. That's still part of Koreatown. There are a lot of Korean restaurants on that area too. But the concentration is here on the west side, West 32nd Street. This is where the concentration is. Anyway, welcome my friends. Right now we're stepping into one of... Yeah, look at that Koreatown shopping point. We're stepping onto one of New York City's most colorful, flavorful, a lot of food in here, lively, what else? Populous, most visited, you know, stretch of Midtown Manhattan, the Koreatown, or as locals lovingly call it, K-Town. Oh, we also have Philippine products in here. Ube taho, ube balls. Oh, there's Philippine products also. Pandesal, ensaymada, banana Q, ube payanono. Oh, they have a lot. And they have Dubai style pistachio ice cream. Look at that. Halo-halo, taho, bubble tea, chocolates, the banana Q. They have banana Q. And ubi halaya, empanada, hopia. Yeah. And they have a lot of ube. Yeah, the ube truffles they have. Ube ice cream, $6 per order. So look at that's their best sellers. Everything about ube in here. By the Koreatown, what do you call, shopping stalls, and they have this fruit thing, fluffy algodon. And look at that. The fruits with gel. That's gel, right?
We only sell the lactose and central.
And they have fluffy algodon. Fluffy algodon means cotton, right? Maize Zambrano. Algodon is cotton, a fluffy cotton. Anyway, so as locals lovingly call this K-Town, and you'll find it centered right here in West 32nd Street between 5th Avenue, that's where we came from, and 6th Avenue, right there by the Herald Square. This is where it is concentrated. It's only about 1 block wide, but don't let its size fool you. This block packs more life, more food, and more culture than some whole neighborhoods. Yes. And the story of K-Town in New York, it really begins in the 70s and the 80s, when waves of Korean immigrants arrived in the city. Many settled in Queens, especially in Flushing, which remains home to one of the largest Korean communities on the East Coast. But in Manhattan, the concentration started right here on 32nd Street. So the first major Korean businesses to plant roots was the Koreatown. Where's the Koreatown here? Koreatown, where is your Koreatown? I don't see Koreatown. It's a Korean barbecue restaurant that opened in the early 80s. And once that flame was lit, others followed. So restaurants, groceries, and karaoke bars opened one after the other within a decade. Just very fast. And The block transformed from a quiet side street into a bustling cultural hub, catering not only to Koreans but to curious New Yorkers and international visitors.
It's like, okay, so like, like, yeah, I mean, the policy is, wow.
So these are the pop shops, the pop-up shops. Okay, kushi kushi yaki. We have kushi kushi yaki. Okay, let's continue walking. I feel like something drizzling. Is it drizzling right now? I hope not. Okay. I would like to share more, no, about the Koreatown. Anyway. So it doesn't only caters to Koreans but to international visitors as well. You know, by the 90s, the street became so famous, the New Yorkers no longer had to trek to Flushing to get a taste of authentic Korean food. Well, you could now step off the subway at Herald Square and walk right into the portal of Seoul. No, you're not fitting here. Don't park in here, you're not fitted. Is he still trying? Oh man, he's still trying. Can you do it? No, you're too way long. And he doesn't know how to park laterally. Go. No, that's impossible, my dear. Don't park in there. Okay, look at these Korean towns around. Abiko curry, they have that curry, and there's the BCD tofu house there, the pinkberry, the 5 senses. Oh, you know, I feel hungry now. Oh, there's Paris baguette here, Paris baguette here. And my favorite place here is that Food Gallery 32. The Food Gallery 32 is you can choose. There are a lot of foods inside, food stalls in there, affordable food stalls, and you can choose a lot of food. You don't have to step out to go to another kind of food taste like main course, noodles, and the desserts are all there inside the food gallery.
Oh, there. Well, that's always busy. Not too far.
So this is near Herald Square, mind you, okay? So you can step off the subway at Herald Square and walk right into this portal of Seoul City, the Koreatown. And look at this architecture, Baroque. It's very Baroque here in the entrance. Beautiful architecture, right? Okay, so now the question is why here? You know, why 32nd Street? You might ask, right? Well, geography and timing. Yes, that's the formula. Oh wait, let me cross in here. You know, this block site right between Penn Station. You see that red light in there, in the middle of the street? That red light there in the middle of the street, that is a Penn Station. So you walk straight here, that's the Penn Station there. Okay. Now, what I was saying, let me zoom back. You know, this is between Penn Station and the Empire State Building. So, I don't see the Empire State Building from here. So that's an area that's always had heavy foot traffic. It has all heavy foot traffic in this area, and Korean entrepreneurs realized this was prime real estate, not for fancy offices, but for eateries and shops that could attract commuters, attract tourists, and the night owls. There's the BBQ chicken, the famous BBQ chicken. And the Jongro at the second floor. That's another barbecue place here. There you go. Well, and speaking of night owls,
It's not flashy enough, and
you know, Koreatown became legendary for its late night culture. Yes. And long before other neighborhoods embraced a 24-hour life, K-Town spots were open until 2 a.m., 4 a.m., and even all night. Well, imagine leaving a Broadway show or a Knicks game at the Madison Square Garden and still being able to feast on sizzling barbecue at midnight, or belt out a powerful ballad in karaoke at 3 a.m. Well, that was and still is the magic of K-Town. Now, if you ask anyone why they come to West 32nd, the answer is almost always food. It's always food. Now, this block is lined with restaurants offering everything from smoky bulgogi and kalbi, like the favorite of Marisa Escares. She loves Golby soup. Okay, before I proceed, there's Tony here. Hi, Tony. He needs to zigzag that parallel park. Yes. She cannot do that zigzag park because I can see from the technique he's doing, I don't think he's going to be successful with the parallel parking. And that beautiful architecture there, that's Baroque. It's very Baroque. Tony says, cool. I would totally go there. So now you have two options to come here. One is the Koreatown and the other one is the kaiten sushi or rotating sushi. It's because they're walking distance from each other. So come visit here, Tony. And Tony says definitely will need to check out both Japan and Manhattan. Yeah, that sushi bar is affordable, really. I would go there one day, and I'm gonna have all I can eat lunch, because it's good to feast on heavy lunch than feast on heavy dinner. Anyway, this block is lined with restaurants. Then they offer everything, you know, from smoky bulgogi and kalbi to comforting bowls of kimchi jjigae. You know the kimchi jjigae and crispy padjon. Oh, it's make me salivate, you know. So one of the most famous traditions is Korean barbecue. So where diners grill their own meat right at the table. It's not just about eating, it's about community, it's about sharing and conversation. Mamamichi. Oh, Hanamichi. That's Japanese sound, but it's Korean food. Hanamichi means a flower way, flower road, and Itaewon Pocha. That's a bar, Korean bar, drink and food, like a Japanese izakaya. Interesting food. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. Look at that. Let me show you the food in here. There are a lot of bibimbap. That's another sushi-like, sashimi-like. You know that. So when you eat here, when you grill your beef, when you grill your meat, I mean, in a Korean barbecue, it's not all about food or eating. It's about you sharing, you converse, and you have a community that you share with or share the food with. You know? The plates of banchan, small side dishes like kimchi, pickled radishes, bean sprouts. Oh, bean sprouts, one of my favorite. The bean sprout and more arrive as soon as you sit down. It's like a culinary welcome mat. So then there's the 24-hour food culture. Long after other parts of the city go quiet, you can still find the hot bubbling stews, fried chicken, or bowls of spicy ramen being served to crowds of students, tourists, and insomniacs like me. So many say K-Town kept Midtown alive during the late night hours before the rest of the city caught up. There's a karaoke here. There's a midnight hour for midnight owls in here for late night hours. So of course the K-Town is not only about food. I cannot highlight the word karaoke. And we have the supermarket here, H Mart, Asian supermarket, famous for Asian food, most especially Korean food in here. There's barbecue market there and Korean modern barbecue. A lot of barbecue in here. You know, Korea bars or karaoke bars, I mean, they often located on the upper floors. So down there are restaurants, but the upper floors mostly are karaoke, you know. And yeah, mostly on the second floor or top floors of the narrow buildings here. So step into one and you'll find groups of friends, co-workers, and even strangers belting out pop songs, K-pop hits, and old American classics. So karaoke in Korea culture is about release, about joy, and about bonding, to say it properly. I didn't say that properly. And it's not about having the best voice, but about having the most fun. So that spirit spilled over into New York, and soon non-Koreans were embracing karaoke with the same enthusiasm. I like to focus my camera here. It's so interesting here. The lights. So let me give you a little story, no? In the early days of K-Town, many New Yorkers didn't know much about Korean cuisine. Yes, and they came curious, maybe drawn by the scent of barbecue smoke or a friend's recommendation. No? So a whole generation of New Yorkers got their first taste of kimchi right here on 32nd Street. So over time, K-Town grew into a symbol of multiculturalism in New York City. Where else can you walk a single block and feel like you've stepped into another country? Today you'll find out just Korean restaurants. Or not just Korean restaurants, I mean, but also dessert cafes selling bingsu, or bingsu is a shaved ice with fruits and condensed milk. That's the equivalent of halo-halo in Filipinos, and they put condensed milk on it. That's bingsu. And bakeries offering sweet cream buns, bubble tea shops, and also some K-beauty stores and even K-pop merchandise stands. This is the machi-machi, or mochi-mochi, not machi-machi, mochi-mochi. I love mochi, although it's fattening. Mochi is fattening. And they have the tuleju, and they have spas, beauty shops also on the upper floors, like that one, the spa club there on the second floor. It's a place where Korea expats can connect with home, and where the curious can explore a new culture without leaving Midtown Manhattan. Let's talk about the architecture and layout. I've seen some interesting architecture in here, like this one. Another unique feature of K-Town is its verticality. Space in Manhattan is expensive, you know that, right? And so many of these businesses are stacked on top of each other. You might see a small doorway leading upstairs, and like the one I saw there on the other side. That one there, 32W. You might see a small doorway, I told you that, leading upstairs, and boom, you've found a hidden barbecue spot or a karaoke lounge 2 floors above a bakery.
Yo. Rebecca just told me.
Well, this stacked architecture actually mirrors the streets of Seoul. If you go to Seoul, it is like this, and even in Tokyo, the same scenario. There are businesses are stuck up on each other. Some narrow alleys will lead you to a stair going up there, and you will see a grand restaurant above it. That's a typical Seoul and Tokyo kind of business ambiance. Those places where restaurants, bars, and cafes are often piled floor by floor. Oh, look at that. That's one of the new condos here by 6th Avenue. Okay. In that sense, K-Town feels not just like a transplant of Korean culture. It's almost architecturally authentic. That's the authenticity.
I want what I fucking want. You should want what you want.
No, K-Town has also become a stage for Korean culture's global rise. With the explosion of K-pop, K-drama, and K-beauty products, West 32nd Street became more than just a food hub. It became a cultural showcase. Fans of BTS or Blackpink might come here to buy merchandise, grab Korean snacks, or even meet other fans. During major Korean holidays or Korean events or cultural events, This street often comes alive with celebrations, parades, or outdoor performances in many ways. You know, in many ways, K-Town serves as a cultural embassy, bringing a piece of Korea into the heart of New York. Well, today, Koreatown is thriving more than ever. Despite challenges like high rent and the pandemic, it remains one of the New York City's most beloved destinations. Its blend of tradition and modernity, old school restaurants and sleek new cafes makes it both nostalgic and trendy. I would love to focus my camera there because it's beautiful out there. Well, we're looking forward. K-Town is likely to keep expanding. You're not necessarily in size since real estate is tight, but in influence, its energy has already spilled beyond 32nd Street, with new Korean restaurants and shops popping up across Manhattan and Brooklyn. Yet, no matter how much it spreads, this block remains the beating heart of Korean culture in New York. Okay, so let's walk towards the Herald Square. So as we walk along 32nd Street, remember, you're walking through decades of immigrant dreams, community building, and cultural exchange. This is where families carved out businesses, where New Yorkers first learned to fall in love with Korean food, and where late-night city wanderers discovered joy in a bowl of soup or a karaoke song at 3 a.m. K-Town reminds us that New York isn't a melting pot where everything blends. It's a mosaic where each piece keeps its own flavor while adding to the bigger picture. This is the udon land. I love udon. Udon is one of my favorite kind of noodles, the udon. It says udon and izakaya. Okay, and you know, and that's why this is one little block on 32nd Street stands so tall in the story of the city. Again, that is K-Town here. Oh, there's a new barbecue opening here. Korean barbecue, Jung. Oh, this is a new one. It's a new addition to the barbecue restaurants here in Koreatown. Jong. First time for me to see this. It's just opened. It looks like just opened. Hi, Miss Jean Bedford. Hello to you too. Yes, that's a beautiful architecture, Tony. Okay. So what we're gonna do, let's continue walking so we can reach Times Square from here. It's a long walk. We have been walking for 2 hours already now. We started at Union Square. It says a sweet graffiti sweet shop. Oh, there's a new sweet shop here called Sweet Graffiti. And that is your Sweet Graffiti Sweet Shop. Look at that. Is it open? No, it's closed. Why it's closed? Hello there. Why are you closed? Anyway, I think this is the Martinique Hotel, right? Let me check. Historic Hotels of America, National Trust for Historic Preservation. I think this is Martinique Hotel. Let me step across the street so we can read the signage of this building. Because I believe that's the Martinique Hotel that I was looking for last night. Yeah, that it is, the Martinique Hotel. One of the classic hotels here in New York. And the Stanford Hotel there, they are classic hotels here in Midtown. And they're still standing. They're still standing and unbreakable. And this is a new addition of a new buildings here, and new shops sprang out. Look at this. This is one of the new buildings in the area which just opened last year. And now we are now here by by Broadway. So we're at Broadway right now.
I'm already halfway here. It's not the like that's the problem. Right, is it? Huh? The love is right.
Let's cross. Let's see Greeley Square there on the other side.
Guys, we have to walk all the way one way.
Yes, right now we're on Greeley Square. This is Greeley Square is located along 32nd and Broadway. Oh, I haven't shown you the street sign, the street check sign for Koreatown. Everyone, we are by West 32nd Street, or they call it the Korea Way. And I'm standing by the corner with Broadway. That's Broadway there. What am I doing here? Okay, let me cross again. You know, this walk right here at the bustling intersection of Broadway and 32nd Street, one of New York's iconic crossroads. If you look around, you can already feel the pulse of the city. The towering skyscrapers. That's the Martinique Hotel there, see? Well, the rush of commuters, like this one here to the train. And the blend of history and modern life. That's Greeley Square. Okay. Hey there, M. Zambrano, Israel Morales, Gil, visit Bryant Park. Okay, oh, we're gonna go Bryant Park. Okay, let's walk. If you wanna see Bryant Park, let's walk along 7. Oh, not 7, 6th Avenue. Okay, so let's cross 6th Avenue. Oh, we'll go along 6th Avenue. Anyway, right now we're on Broadway Street. You know, this is one of the New York's iconic crossroads. You know that, and you see the famous Manhattan Mall. Let me focus there. Okay, let me walk by 6th Avenue so I can show Manhattan Mall.
I've been here before.
Oh, they have the yellow gladiola. One of my favorite flowers is gladiola, and this one is yellow. Yellow gladiola is rarer than the red counterpart. Anyway, this is gladiola, yellow version. Most of the gladiolas are red, and this version is yellow. And behind this gladiola flower is the Manhattan Mall. That one is Manhattan Mall. It says 100 West 33rd. That's the address for Manhattan Mall. And right across us is the Squid Game. If you want to experience the Squid Game, you know this famous TV series in Netflix, The Squid Game, and one of the most viewed in Netflix. If you want to experience it, look at that famous girl doll there of Squid Game. Come here and experience it live here at Manhattan Mall. Squid Game, the experience. That is the entrance. And experience the actual game in your life. What is that? Okay. Israel Morales, a baller. Gil, visit Bryant Mall. Okay, I will. Israel, a baller. Yes, a baller. That's Israel. Tony, what would be amazing? Yeah. Tell us, Israel, what would be amazing at Bryant Park by this time? You know, most of the highlights in Bryant Park are from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's a little late right now, but anyway, we'll just pass through. We can see maybe something's happening there. We don't know. Right, Israel? We're gonna pass through there. So I was thinking of passing through 7th Avenue, but by this time, okay, let's make it 6th Avenue instead of 7. Okay, let's see what is happening at Bryant Park. So you see that famous Manhattan Mall in there, no? That striking architecture. Well, it's not really striking to me, but there's a striking architecture. What is this? I cannot go through. It's barred. Oh, I cannot go through here. But instead, let's go through here. They barred something there along the way. And look at the flowers here and the plants. Interesting. See, they put some things in there. That's why I wasn't able to go through. Anyway, this is not a good way to walk on. It's so tight, and yet they still put some plant platters in there. Anyway, what I was saying about what's a striking architecture is this one, the Empire State Building. That Empire State Building, that one there. It's just a few blocks away from here. We are actually we are a few yards away from the foot of the Empire State Building. Though we won't be climbing that today and tonight, it's late already. Next time, one time we're gonna give time in climbing this building. Okay, it's always a breathtaking sight, you know. Well, as we stroll down Broadway, we're stepping into a living tapestry of street vendors. Those street vendors there on the other side, especially a lot of street vendors on the other side. And a lot of taxis in here. Taxis honking, ambulance, sirens, people from all walks of life chasing dreams. And there are two table tennis balls, two table tennis tables here. That's you can play on for 24 hours. It's open. Just bring your gadgets and bring your friends to play with you. Hey there, Mr. Romantico is late today. Mr. Romantico, hello to you. So let's walk straight 6th Avenue as requested by Israel Morales, so we can see Bryant Park. Where is Marisa Escares? Where are you, Marisa Escares? Oh, nawala si Marisa Escares. Oh, nag-prepare siya ng food and then these are $2 magnets and New York what do you call this? New York souvenirs like the tote bags, the school buses, and many souvenirs in here. They also have caps there. They have hats and caps. Only for $5. A lot of keychains, magnets. Beautiful. Okay, let's continue walking. Oh, you know what? The Broadway is one of the oldest north-south streets in Manhattan. And dating back to the original Native Americans trail. Imagine walking where history literally walks with you. Well, as we move, take in the sounds, the chatter, the noise of the tracks, and The chattering of the commuters. It's chaos wrapped in charm, and it's what makes New York City unforgettable. And look at the variety of businesses here. That famous Macy's there on the corner with the Boudard architecture combination with Renaissance and Roman and Greek style, and the modern buildings on the opposite that has glass and the steels, like this H&M department store here. Tony C. Hello there, Tony C. I'm thankful for New York City streams because you couldn't pay me enough to step foot in that hellhole. That's funny. Anyway, Israel Morales says, hi, Hill. I woke up early today. Oh, Marisa woke up early today. Almost fall asleep. Oh, that's why you were quiet. We were asking you. And you're so quiet. You fell asleep. Okay. Yes, Mr. Romantico. New York City is really a beautiful place. I agree with you. And hey there, Tomsy. Hi, Tomsy from Mason Brano. And rude comment, New Yorkers don't care. Yes, we don't care. This is our city, no matter what. Anyway, that's the opinion of Tommy C, right?
And you were the first one out.
Oh, we have here the Levi's and the Uniqlo is on this area. I remember I need to visit Uniqlo again. Need to get some new clothes. But Uniqlo in Japan has half the price of what you will pay here in New York. Promise. It's half the price there in Japan if you buy Uniqlo products. Anyway, this is the famous Herald Square in here. I've been here yesterday and I was able to, to catch the 8 o'clock chime of the bell there, because that bell chimes every hour, and I was able to catch that one. Anyway, let's do the walking along 7th Avenue from 34th Street here to Bryant Park. And let's kick off at 34th Street. That's 34th Street. Right in the thick of Midtown's heartbeat. Well, if New York had a circulatory system, this junction would be one of the major arteries. Trains rumble below, like this station here, the 34th Street Herald Square station. It caters orange line and yellow lines. The trains rumble below and taxis parade above, like this one here. See a lot of taxis in here. And ambition buses in between. And the sound of sirens every now and then running along the streets anywhere here in New York City. Okay, we're gonna try to walk. Our walk today is powered by curiosity, as requested by Israel Morales. So I think I need to take a little caffeine so I can keep going. And the New York habit of walking like you're late to your destiny. So let's go north on 7th and make our way to Bryant Park, okay? So this is the block 34 to 35th. One of the bus stands here, 6th Avenue and West 34th Street. No, look around a second. This block is a triangle of titans, this one. That's a triangle of titans. Well, swing your eyes west and you get the Penn Station there on the west side. And a complex lurking a block down at 33rd East, and you know, the gravitational pull of Macy's. Here at Herald Square is a short stretch away. And that one there is the Hotel Pennsylvania. I think Hotel Pennsylvania is on the at the back of this one. Okay, anyway. Anyway, you know that Hotel Pennsylvania. Oh, it's time. Once Hotel Pennsylvania linger once the Pennsylvania 500 hotels immortalized, and now a plot that tells the story of New York's favorite hub, tearing down the old to make room for the next. It's the city. I have an alarm there. It's the city's version of spring cleaning, only with steel beams and construction fencing. Now, wait a second. Anyway, let's continue walking 6th Avenue, and also famously called the Avenue of the Americas, no? So that name might sound a little grand, and it is. It was officially renamed back during the World War, I think, as a way to honor Pan-American unity. But most New Yorkers, what was I saying? Yeah, Pan America, right? I was saying about Pan America. Okay, you know, yeah, in most of the excuse me, most New Yorkers still just call it 6th Avenue, and that's the city for you. Always practical, never too formal unless it has to be. That ice cream truck is inviting me. Now look around for a second. This spot is buzzing with energy. Well, to the west there, as I told you, is the Penn Station. But here in the west here is the Herald Square, which takes up almost the entire block. Well, to the east is the entrance to Herald Square subway. That one there. I showed you the entrance. You know, a real underground maze of trains inside or underground. The straight ahead northward along 6th Avenue is the stretch we're about to explore. We're leading all the way to Bryant Park as requested by Israel Morales, just 8 blocks away. That's not very far. Tony says, well, I missed the conversation now. I am so thankful for this live stream because people seem really nice in New York. Many people are nice in New York, just like anywhere. There's nice people, there's not nice. All varies. It's called individualism. Each one is individual. We cannot expect somebody to be like you as another individual, right? Anyway, Tony, that's why I'm on this live stream every day to see the nice people. I agree with you, Tony. Awesome. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go continue our journey towards the Bryant Park as requested. Okay. Let's go walk, walk, walk. And Israel Morales is hearing that sound and he wants ice cream. Don't step out, Israel, and crave and go to the store and buy ice cream and follow your cravings. Anyway, 8 blocks might not sound like much, right? But in Manhattan, every block is a storybook, you know. Sometimes the entire library of history, architecture, and human drama. So as we walk, let's peel back the layers of this avenue and see how past, present, and future meet in or on these streets. So let me face back to 34 and 35th. Yes.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Hi,
I wanna
Stream.
say
What's
hello.
up? Subscribe to my boy.
Okay.
Send him, Shay.
What's your name?
It's Gil TV.
Yale TV.
Yeah.
Shout out Yale TV for
Yeah,
real.
subscribe
Okay, I
to
gonna
my
show
boy.
Yeah, we in this bitch.
He's
New
he
York
moves.
City.
Yeah. Next
Bro,
big thing right here. Let's go.
He's the next speed right here.
Yeah, subscribe.
There you go. There you go.
He's famous. He's gonna be famous. Mark it down.
We're on Twitch, guys. We're on Twitch.
This
Kick
YouTube.
or Twitch?
No, this YouTube. This YouTube.
YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Awesome, y'all. Awesome.
This is cool. Subscribe to my boy. Give him the money, yo. Give him the
Yeah.
money.
Okay.
Shout out.
Hey, have you seen that channel? That channel there.
That's the channel.
Gil TV, GIL.
Type
Subscribe to my
shit.
boy, Joe T.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Joe TV,
Okay,
yes, sir.
see you around, people. Thank you. Enjoy the night. Okay, I was saying, anyway. Yeah, Venetia Borinelia says, I missed some of the events. Sorry, it's okay. You're not late. We just started 2 hours ago and still ongoing because it's Friday night, you know. There are a lot of things to show and, you know, to focus on during Friday nights. Anyway, I would like to point back my camera as I was interrupted on 34th and what I was saying, 34th and 35th, right? So we're on that block there. Yo. So that I told you that's the orbit of Herald Square. And this area takes its name from the old New York Herald newspaper, if you still remember that. Yeah, that's once had its headquarters right here on that particular spot there, the triangle. Okay. If you could travel back to the late 1800s, so this intersection was filled with horse-drawn carriage and men in top hats. No, today it's filled with delivery trucks, delivery bicycles, taxis like those, and people scrolling their phones. That is called progress. Yeah, take a moment to glance at the Macy's flagship there. That's a Macy's flagship. So it was opened in the early 19th, and this we have a pedicab with beautiful music. And even today, it covers nearly an entire city block. And every Thanksgiving, millions watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, which is very near now in November. Watch out for that. And balloons launch just from here. You imagine the transformation. One day a week, this is a shopper's hop, and on that special November morning, it becomes a stage for marching bands, giant Snoopy balloons, or giant Goku balloons, and who else? And the Disney characters. And don't forget the confetti, okay? Say on the right side of 6th Avenue, you'll notice the smaller space there, a little space. That's what's fascinating, how skyline changes as you look upward. So some of the buildings here are from the early 20th century. Look at that, built with limestone facades, ornaments, cornices, while newer glass towers like that one there, the H&M department store, rise behind them, and it's like history and modern ambition competing for attention. True, somehow in New York they both win, right? You know, this block teaches us about scale and vision. When Macy's decided to build big in early 1900s, it wasn't just about shopping, it was about announcing. That says we belong to the future, and that's a reminder to all of us, you don't have to be the biggest in the world, but you should aim to build something that lasts. Okay, let's move forward to the 35th Street and 36th Street block.
Vieron qué lindo es ahí. Porque es Quinta Avenida y aquí.
You know, this avenue was given the grandiose title Avenue of the Americas after the World War, Second World War actually, when Mayor LaGuardia, the famous Mayor LaGuardia. Now the LaGuardia Airport is named after him, which is located in Queens, where I am from. The mayor decided it would symbolize the connection between North, Central, and South America. That's why you sometimes see medallions of Latin American countries embedded on the lamppost. That's the reason why. Well, of course, New Yorkers shrugged. Nobody here started saying, "I'll meet you on the Avenue of the Americas." No one says you that. But they say, "I'll meet you at 6th Avenue." Well, they stuck with 6th Avenue here. We all stuck in 6th Avenue. We don't call this Avenue of the Americas locally. So that's New York humor right here. And practical, a little stubborn, and very don't tell me how to talk attitude. Oh, there's a Pollo Campero at those, a lot of shops here, mostly cafes, what do you call this, souvenir shops, and Pete's a lot of pizza shops around the area, and I have my favorite sushi stalls here that it's not so expensive. Later on we'll see that. Okay, but you know, the name change is still symbolic. It reflects the city's role as an international hub. You know, a crossroads where all Americas and really the whole world connect. And walk a few blocks here and you'll hear Spanish, Portuguese, Chinese, Hindi, and English all mixing like background music. This is what I'm talking about, the Sushi and Company. And it's one of my favorite Japanese food chain, shall I say. Well, this block, there are a lot more office buildings here, and this famous, the higher building, or before the name of this building is, what do you call that? Gotham, yes, it's called the Gotham Hall, that one. You know, many of the buildings here, dating from the post-war boom to the 50s and 60s and mid-century, towers might look plain compared to flashy glass skyscrapers. Why this one in particular is now being built. That's a glass and metal tower, I mean, as compared here with a fresco. Art Deco, I mean, this one is Art Deco in here. Look at that. It's thin, slender, and tall. The one being built beside Gotham Hall, you know. You know, just like these buildings, not everything flashy gets remembered. But what stands solid day after day is what truly matters. Sometimes your consistency is your power. Now let's cross towards 36, or let's cross 36, what I mean, and go 36 and 37 block. Now, from this block, this is called the Garment District. I think the Garment District starts from this particular block here, 36. And look at the smaller businesses as we go around there. You will see fabric stores and showrooms tucked into side streets. You know, for decades, this was beating heart of American fashion. Designers, tailors, seamstresses. Am I saying the correct word? Seamstresses? All of them build their careers here. Some of the world's biggest fashion houses started with tiny workshops in this neighborhood. That's a sushi company I was telling you. And the Japanese, I don't know if he's the owner of this shop, but the Japanese man keeping the money there in the cashier, he would like to see me often visiting him there, because he talks with me in Tagalog, because he wants to you know, to what do you call this? To make better Tagalog, to make use of his Tagalog better. This is an Asian grill here. It's open. San Miwago. Oh, Taiwanese dumplings and Asian grill. Oh, that's a Taiwanese grill in there. You know, in fact, at its peak, the Garment District, this district, produced 90% of the clothes sold in the United States. Would you believe that? There was a time like that, until the businessman became clever and want to gain more money by sending their or having their products sewn or produced in China, because the labor in China is cheap, that they would gain more money in their sales, right? So once it was produced here, 90% of American clothes are produced here. You know. Okay. Well, imagine that 9 out of 10 garments, 9 out of 10 garments worn by Americans once had their beginnings right around here. You know, even though much of the industry has shifted overseas, you can still feel that creative spirit in the air. But now mostly you can see food chains, cafes, but on the top floors of these buildings, you can still see some of the clothing manufacturing or clothing manufacturing firms are still present on many of those buildings around here. Well, mostly are converted into apartments and condos. This is Paris Baguette, okay. No, this block is about craft and creativity. The garment district reminds us that the future often comes from the hands of hardworking people in small workshops. Well, don't underestimate humble beginnings. Today's fabric scraps could be tomorrow's runway masterpieces. We don't know. You know. Well, now we're walking towards 37 and 38. Now the character of 6th Avenue begins to change. Look around. Taller, sleeker office towers start to dominate. Those towers in there.
I can't wait. We're a week away.
This is the edge of the Midtown office corridor, actually, where international banks, law firms, and media companies planted their headquarters. There's a pizza here. Well, these buildings here often follow the international style. Clean lines, steel frames, glass walls. Is the architecture of ambition, efficiency, and most of all, the architecture of money. Yes. Look at those sleek buildings.
This one is.
And there's a secret. The shift to taller office towers on 6th Avenue was only possible because of the 1930s IND subway line that running beneath it. There's a subway line here running beneath it. You know, the lines, would you believe trains are running underneath these buildings? Underneath these buildings are the trains running. You know, when the 6th Avenue subway opened it, made this corridor more accessible, which in turn fueled commercial development. The infrastructure building or the infrastructure builds opportunity, not a lesson every city teaches. Hello there, G. Bedford, coming from Venetia. Venetia Veronella, thanks for coming. And you are this young gentleman according to Venetia. I missed some of the events. No, you didn't miss anything. We're just walking almost 3 hours now. And I see a pizzeria here. Look at the prices. $3.50 pepperoni pizza, margherita pizza. I want to eat, but I cannot eat. But I have some bars with me. You know, I always carry me granola bars. I feel like my sugar is actually getting low. Because there's no seats around here wherein I can you know, open my bag and get my food from my bag. You know, I wait for the time we reach Bryant Park. Anyway, think of this block as proof that foundations matter. What is this? Another chocolate. Chocolatey. Wow. You know, the subway was invincible but powerful, and it made all this growth possible. The same goes for our own lives. Its unseen effort often supports visible successes. That's what's happening to me. My unseen effort supports visible successes to my relatives. Yeah, I wanna grow. Anyway, here we are, Bryant Park. Oh, let me step in the other side here. So let's see the inside of Bryant Park. West 40th Street and Nikola Tesla corner. This is the corner of Nikola Tesla, the Avenue of the Americas, and West 40th Street. So West 40th Street is also called the Nikola Tesla Way. Bryant Park Station, subway. That's the Bryant Park Station for Orange Line and Line 7. Okay, that's our subway station check. Oh, they did some shows in here. They're packing up. Maybe Israel is correct. Something had happened here and we are late. Yeah, something had happened here, Israel, and they're packing up already. I think it's terminated now. See, they're packing up their sound system. Everything is over. I wonder what had happened here earlier. Anyway, the highlight of shows here in Bryant Park starts from 5 p.m. Oh, Friday. There's a picnic performance here Friday. I wonder what is that. But usually their picnic performance are they have copyright music. See the picnic performance here. What was it? I wonder what was it, because they're packing up now. They're finished. I wonder what the show was. And we weren't able to highlight that. Well, this is the famous what do you call this? Fountain here in this area. Let me sit down. Let me sit down, and voila. And that is the Bryant Park picnic performance, which was just recently concluded. Few minutes back or hours back could be. Anyway, let me focus first my camera to this fountain here, and that Bryant Park picnic performance curtain, the stage. Okay, you want me to talk about this fountain? 1 second. Oh my God. Whew. I just felt tired suddenly when I sat down here. My God. You notice that the New York Times building is not far from here. That 41st, yeah, 42nd, the 41st, yeah, 41st Street and 40th Street. That's the block where New York Times is. Though it's slightly west in there, no, at the end of the road here when you walk. This area is tied to the history of media and publishings. So for decades, Midtown was where the newsroom of America gathered. But well, why am I talking about that? I told you that I'm going to talk about the fountain here, right? One second. I was trying to recall what's the name of this fountain here. I'm trying to recall. Oh my God, what is that? Ooh. Anyway, well, this fountain is, sometimes it's frozen during the winter, and during summer, some people they toss their coins there, either a dime or a penny, and make wishes. And it's still trying to to recall the name of of this fountain. Let me give me a little more time, okay? Give me just a little more time. Give me just a little more time. Oh, it says get home safe, Gil. No, I'm not getting home yet. I would like to talk about this famous fountain in here. This is naturally drawn to this is central fountain, right? It's a graceful centerpiece that has anchored this green oasis for more than a century. I'm still trying to recall the name of this. Well, the design reflects the classical European style, right? When you go to Rome or to major European cities like in Vienna and cities in Italy, you will see this kind of architectural design on their fountains. Well, the fountain you see today was installed during the park's restoration in the 1930s. Although Bryant Park has had some form of water feature dating back in the 19th century. Well, the design is a classical European style, that echoing fountains found in Paris and Rome, in Vienna, in Germany. I didn't see much of this in Germany, but I see more of this kind of design of fountains in Italy. It serves as a calm counterpart to the bustling streets surrounding the park. Up to now, I cannot recall the name of this. Something like a Josephine. The name of a woman. Josephine something fountain, this one. I cannot recall, anyway. Children often play along its edges during warmer months and tossing coins and making wishes, while couples and friends use it as their meeting point or a scenic backdrop for photos. Its central location makes it a natural focal point, drawing people from all corners of the park. Anyway, I cannot recall the name. I know that the first word is Josephine something. Anyway, let's forget about that. So, here we are here. Let me see. Where are the people in your neighborhood? Venetia G. Bedford, you here? In your neighborhood. Anyway, okay, so we're walking for 3 hours already, and I'm running out of battery now. Let me show you my face and show you my new tooth. It's a temporary tooth given to me by my dentist. Hello, Marisa. Marisa, you still there? You see my tooth? I just got my tooth and it's no longer space there. Right, M. Zambrano? I don't have a space in front of my set of teeth. Yeah, Marisa, look, I have my teeth back. But this is temporary. No, they told me to come back next month so they can put the implant, the tooth implant in here. Jean Bedford, that's a nice tooth. Yes, you won't see that it's just different from the others because the color is almost the same, right? Right. And I wonder, wonder. I'm still singing. Anyway, I'm trying to call the attention of .rm. Yeah, .rm. .rm. Are you there? I would like to ask something from .rm. You know, if .rm still there. I hope .rm there. Today is Saturday there, no? And they're not in school. They are not in school. Anyway, I would like to, to thank everyone. Let me finish here. M. Zambrano says, hi Genesis. Hey, where's Genesis? Oh, there's Genesis. How much they charge? Okay. You know what? I found a dentist. I was going around looking for dentists, and I found that somehow a little less costly because it's a dental laboratory. It's a dental laboratory which has no permanent dentists. They cater more of the technicality of dentistry. So they don't have a regular dentist, but their dentist visits their laboratory, or they have there are two dental chairs there when I saw every Thursday only. So a dentist can see you there every Thursday only because they don't have a dentist. There are more of a dental laboratory. I'm checking for the price. Well, the price for this temporary tooth is $0. I did not pay anything yet, but you have to give a down payment of $500. This is the breakdown. The total is $3,600. I don't know if that's good enough for you. Please write down here in the comment if the price is good or better or not. Please tell me, please, okay? Yes, that's Genesis in there. Yes, Genesis. Genesis, listen, this is the breakdown because Genesis is asking how much they charge me. It says here, surgical placement of implant body, endosteel implant, they call that. This I'm talking about if I pay in cash. Everything that the prices I'll be mentioning to you are all in cash, okay? So the surgical placement of implant body is $1,500 in cash. Then number 3, so there are priorities here. Priority 1, the interim partial denture, the partial denture that I'm having right now, just to cover the space there. Next, priority 2 is surgical placement of implant. I've just told you that it costs $1,500. but I gave a down payment of 500. Next is custom fabricated abutment, includes placement. That will cost 600. And abutment supported porcelain ceramic crown. That is 1,500. So therefore, my total is 3,600. And they're gonna do me other procedures because I got a lot of problems on my teeth, up and down, both of them. It says bone replacement graft for ridge preservation, 500. So if they put bone graft, it will cost 500. Extraction, erupted tooth or exposed root, 350 only. Not bad. But what is bad is the bone graft. 500 for the bone graft? I think that's too costly for the bone graft. Other dentists, they charge 200 for the bone graft. And extraction was expensive to other dentists. But anyway, tooth extraction here is 350. So I have the subtotal of 1,300. What is that? Extraction, erupting, blah blah blah. Okay, please tell me in the comment if it is. Thank you. I also have missing tooth in lower. Oh. Anybody heard that? Please write a comment there. If the prices are good enough, the total for one tooth is 3,600. But you know, I spoke with someone. He said her dentist was charging her 7,000 for one tooth. What? What the heck? Wow. I cannot afford that one. Anyway, that's the total cost. I hope I have money to pay that. So that's why I have to walk every day on the streets of New York. So maybe I could save money as I do this with the commercial ads running as you follow me on my live streaming, because that's all I earn from the commercial ads. I don't have products with me. I haven't established products yet. Other what I call this, live streamers, they have line of products. Me, I don't have yet. I still have to set that up. Okay. Okay. And Mason Brothers says, what about student school visit? Student school visit? What do you mean? Oh, Venetia says 3K is a reasonable price for me. Okay, 3K is a reasonable price for you, but I want to know what is the prevailing price. The prevailing is more important than the reasonable price that is mostly opinionated to